Okay, time for a tropical update. So, here we have my cephalotus from Richard. As you can see, doing very nicely, especially that one back there on the left. Good color, good form. That one coming in is even bigger. I'm excited. There's more pictures on the way that look like they're maturing. So, yeah, awesome plant. And I've had some questions about my cultivation, so I will go ahead and show you guys. Okay, so there's the pot. I have it growing under these lights. And inside of the pot, about centered in the middle, there's a wick, which comes out of a hole in the bottom. Is now sitting in about 1/4 inch of water. Cephalotus don't really like to sit in water like sundews do, or sarracenia or anything like that. So what this does is it allows the roots to stay kind of somewhat airy and dry, yet it keeps this medium moist, which is kind of how they like to grow. They're kind of like fly traps, grow on the margins of the bogs, not in the wet parts really. So kind of a ecotone plant, so to speak. So that keeps it just wet and just dry enough for them to grow. And as you can see, it's doing very well. And then another one from Mason. Right here is Drosera madagascariensis. So we'll see how that does. Kind of a climbing sundew, which is unusual. And the Utricularium multifida is pretty much done. So I'll be collecting some more seeds from that soon. Hopefully, I've already done a few giveaways of it. Then we have the Drosera spatulata, 2 flower stalks on it. Been very adventitious in climbing over 2 pots, trying to work its way towards the Drosera placea trichocalis. Then we have my temperate seedling pot right here, which has some open pollinated sarracenia seedlings, along with more fly traps than I can logically count. You can see those little red hungry mouths in there. I also have some seeds from California nursery. I won't give names since this is going up on terraforms and we're not allowed to do that, but it's a Sarracenia spatter pattern by Lamentations, which you can see the seeds sitting at the top right there, and Lamentations by Aleda variant Niger purpurea. So those should be really pretty, very interesting. Then we have the Drosera rosiana continuing to produce gamma on some of the larger plants, like that one over in the bottom left corner. And that one at the top right there is, I think it's done with the gamma. It's starting to do actual leaves again now. So then we have the Drosera placea subspecies trichocalis. And this one's finally doing something now. It decided it doesn't want to go dormant. But that's the Tasmania Drosera pygmaea. So yeah, and they're not going to show the Utricularia. They haven't really done much. And then having to move back home and using my amazing windowsill, I had to do this to grow most of my Nepenthes, which is completely cram every possible one that it can to every single square inch of a 10-gallon terrarium, which is working very interestingly. I actually seem to like it for some reason. Maybe it's the humidity from each other, don't know, but yeah, so you can see that's what the whole terrarium looks like. And encountering some problems already because there's Nepenthes glabrata already reached the top. So we'll see what we can do about that. But don't really get enough light in the windowsill to keep it growing in the vining stage. But here's the Helianthera minor. It's dropped a few leaves, produced one, no more one. Since Helios are pretty slow, hoping it'll be able to catch up again. Then with the Nepenthes naga seedling, doing very nicely, continuing to grow, followed by Burbigia. No pictures yet. 2 leaves and then developing one that you can see back there. And then there's Nepenthes sibianensis, and that one has a few pictures developing. Like, let's see, there's one, and there's another one down there. Yeah, there's another one, and Nepenthes alba right there, developing a few pictures. I can't really show you one of them; it's kind of hidden. Yeah, that's what they like to do. And then Nepenthes burbigia, or no, Burkii, or Burkii, however you say it. It's B-U-R-K-E-I. I think it's Burkii, it sounds cooler that way. Then we have Nepenthes bauschiana, which can get absolutely massive. And it has a picture down there. It's much nicer than the one that it came with. This one's actually looking really pretty. And it's kind of a hard texture, furry very nectar exudent. So there it is. Kind of a golden red peristome, dark blotch body, nice hip, curvy, like a supermodel. Yeah, so I'll just let it sit there. Then Nepenthes glabrata actually made its pictures. So there's one of the uppers. There's another one over there. It kind of fell over and developed sideways, horizontally, or no, diagonally. And there's a lower nestled in there among the Urstolicuides by ventricosa. Then we have the here Nepenthes ventricosa seed-grown plant from Richard. Hopefully that's a female, so I can make some crosses with it. Then we have the Singulana bibachiana, or Nepenthes Lorraine. Then my Lavicola, of course, nice and stripy. There's the newest picture. It's like a candy cane, the dark body, covered in fur. Wouldn't want to eat it, but it's actually, I think it's entering the vining stage, which I find really unusual because it's still pretty small. And yeah, so there it goes. You can see it's leaving the pot. And then we have Nepenthes caladium back here with the single pitcher hidden. Again, not that attractive right now anyways. Then dormouse there's the stem. Has some pictures buried in here. Should be opening some new ones soon. Really hope it does because it's pretty. Okay. And this is what I'm happy about. The main reason for recording the video. That little Urstolicuides by ventricosa picture. So red. So if you like red plants, red pictures, or just red in general, this is the hybrid for you. Can't really argue with that pigmentation. And it's so fat, the size. Should have called it Nepenthes morbo. It really does look like a little obese person. Squat little foot. It's the hat. Yeah, so that one's awesome. Really like that one. Very happy I picked that one up. A lot of people said I shouldn't get that one. Should just go with some other ones instead. But no. Who's laughing now? Me. And there's an older one, a little darker. Peristome practically turns black. Yeah, so sorry about that. But there's the Sycamorchus pusilla, going between flowering and non-flowering right now. There's a few more on the way. Just dropping that one off. It's cool. Yeah, so then we'll go over to the window. There's a Paphiopedilum memoriam Barbara Duncan growing along. I think I conquered the mealybugs. So take that, you obnoxious little disgusting brutes. Then Dendrobium anosmum. I think it's going to be finishing growing and going dormant and then producing flowers. And we have the really sorry I didn't get a video of this one. I did get photos though, but there's a Colligine fimbriata mini. Really cool orchid. Very interesting flowers. They're kind of fragrant too, but I have a really cool mount idea for that one coming up. So keep your eyes out for that one. Other way to focus. So then we have a recent pickup from North Carolina when I went botanizing in Croatan with Mason. That's a Phragmipedium lendenii, which is a pouchless slipper orchid. It looks really weird, which is the entire reason I got it, because I like weird. And then here's the Hydenophytum simplex. It's had a mite problem recently. So is that one right there? It better not be. No, that's just stuff. Okay, so that's good. But yeah, it looks like crap now because of mites and stuff and sucking it dry. But there's the Codex. Should get the size of a football. And then we have Mr. Insano, also known as Nepenthes maxima Lake Poso. I regret coffee feeding this one now because it's gone insane. It will not fit in the terrarium anymore because it is actually wider than the terrarium. So say this is a dwarf maxima. I don't believe them anymore. It's exceeded that length with the leaves. That's a 6-inch leaf right there. 4 inches maybe. And you can see the previous one before that was maybe 3. So it's gone off the charts with growth. So if you're looking for a dwarf maxima, that's not it. It's still cool, but not really a true dwarf maxima. Then we have a Sophronitis cernua, 3 new leaves coming in. And Nepenthes Nile. No pictures yet. I really want some because I really like them. That's the entire reason I got it. And yeah, that's all. I guess I'll leave you guys with a parting shot of Mr. Gecko Face, or Godzilla. Oh, here we go. My gecko, 14 years old. Old boy. He's been with me since I was in 4th grade. Do the math and you'll find out how old I am. There he is. Can you say hi? Probably not. You're afraid of anything that's bigger than you and probably scaring you out of your little mind. Yeah, okay. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. I should have more soon. What's he doing? I was actually very interested in the camera. He's gotten closer. I have no clue what to do now. Yeah, I think he's hungry. So I'm gonna go get him some crickets. Feed him in bubbles. Alright, until next time.